Good day, all you wannabes. Today I am bringing you the race report from this weekend's Tourism London Grand Prix Criterium, the 7th and final Ontario Cup race of the season. As always, I lined up in the first race of the day with the Elite 4s and Master 3s, and for once I got off to a good start. I clipped in quickly and was back in the pack before the first corner, saving precious energy. Good start foreshadowed how the rest of my race would go. Sunday's race was by far the best race I have ever done. After a string of discouraging DNFs, I finally managed to finish a provincial level criterium. But I keep on wanting to find something different about this particular race that made it easier than the other ones, rather than just giving myself credit. Maybe it was the course, which was a simple 4-corner crit course. Maybe it was because we had a smaller field with no large teams to push the pace. Or maybe it's because I have spent the last 2 months specifically working on my crit racing. My legs felt good during the race, and it seemed like I had no problem riding with these guys. I also applied all the lessons I had been learning from previous races in order to keep myself out of trouble. I was constantly looking for opportunities to move up a couple places in the peloton in order to keep myself in a good position. If you stay at the back, there's a good chance you will get caught behind a crash, and you'll have to use more energy sprinting out of corners to keep up with the bunch. If the pace slowed, I would just roll my momentum up the side of the group to move up a couple spots, or jump on a wheel to get a free ride up to the front. I probably did spend a little too much time in the headwind coming out of the second corner, and could have benefited from saving energy by getting back into the group sooner. But of course I can't have a perfect race just yet. I clearly need to still work on being a little more assertive when fighting for wheels in order to get back into the bunch and out of the wind. The race did have a different feel compared to the previous O-Cup criteriums I have done. Other races have felt like they have been full gas from start to finish, with larger teams like Midweek or Morning Glory just sitting in on the front and pushing the pace. This time around, there were moments when the group sat up and eased off the gas a bit. These moments were a chance to grab a drink, recover a little, and really should have been used to move forward in the group. Instead, I often found myself moving backwards as the riders behind me swamped up the sides of the peloton as the pace let off. Yet again, another lesson to take forward to my other races. If I see the pace slackening, just use that to move forward rather than sit at the back. In crit racing, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. Just like in every other Elite 4 and Masters 3 race, every attack was chased down by everyone, which is a fact that normally discourages people from attacking, but there are still people who try. They would normally get a little gap, normally a couple seconds, but the whole group would then just chase them down and would normally bring them back within 1 lap of them attacking. Fortunately, that always means that these races come down to a bunch sprint, so if you're not really a sprinter, you'll have a tough time getting a good result. Although most breaks do get caught or chased down, there has been occasions where people have managed to get away, such as the Markham crit earlier this season where someone actually managed to lap the field solo. Although there were a couple crashes in this race, none of them seemed to impact the outcome of the race, but in the same way as one crash in the Campbellville crit did. None of the crashes split the group, so the peloton stayed together throughout the whole race. Really, the only one that had an impact on the outcome of the race was the guy who crashed in the final corner after throwing down a massive attack to be first through the corner. And it looked like he was on his way to either taking the win or putting up a good podium finish, but he went through it a little hot and his wheels slid out from under him. The only time I struggled to hold wheels in this race was on the final lap when the pace really kicked up, coming out of the second last corner. Just kind of means I still gotta keep working on that top end speed so that I can compete in the late moments of these races. Overall, this was easily my best race ever. A real confidence booster to wrap up another challenging season of road racing. Although I finished 18th in a small field, the fact that I managed to finish on bunch time is a big step for me and really validates all the hard work I have been doing. If I keep up with my training through the cyclocross and off season, who knows what sort of results I might be able to get next year. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. You can also check out the full race video with all my data. I'll leave that link down below. Hope you come back for some more regular cycling action. I'll see you in the next one.